Morning and welcome to Rising Hope Ministries. I am Associate Minister Tony Faison here with this morning's daily word of encouragement. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This morning's message is titled, The Answer is Jesus. A lot of times when I find myself in a rush and I'm looking for something, it's normally right there in front of me the entire time. And then I always wind up saying something like, if it would have been a snake, it would have bit me. In hindsight, if I'd have just slowed down for a minute, I probably would have walked right to the thing I was looking for. The same is true when we're looking for God in our lives. He's right there, but we look for all the other answers when the answer to our situation is in His Son, Jesus Christ. John 3:16 through 17 in the King James says, For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not His Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through Him might be saved. These verses refer to everything lost that you've been looking for elsewhere. God isn't interested in seeing you suffer or perish, but to give you everlasting life, an abundant life, a life of clarity, a life of freedom, a life of understanding, a life of wellness. How does this happen though? Well, it's through your belief in His Son, which He sent on your behalf. And this case is what we're not attending to that needs the most attention. Some might say, well, if I do this and that, then God will do this and that for me. And I hate to break the news to you, but that's not how any of this works. The issue here is God has already done everything through His Son, Jesus Christ. The only way to find out this for yourself is to get in His Word so He can reveal the power that is in His Son to you, and you can see His goodness and His glory for yourself. Now, John 1:1 tells us that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So you've been so busy searching other places for answers that you've overlooked the answer that was right in front of you the entire time in the Word. I'm no stranger myself. I mean, I had heard some things about God and not very much about Jesus, to be honest, so I ended up forming my own opinion and going about to establish my own way. Let me tell you something though. My way was not the answer, and neither is your way for you. When I finally heard the word concerning Christ, I began to find doors opening in my life that I could have never opened on my own, and that I couldn't even give another man credit for opening. Finding out that Christ was the answer to my life was like putting on a new pair of lenses, a new pair of glasses, if you will. By examining the Word, it opened my eyes to things that I couldn't see before because I was looking at life through the wrong lens or the wrong pair of glasses. Understanding that God loved me so much that He gave His own Son that I might be saved and have an abundant life gave me the freedom to actually begin to live the life that He promised me, the life that He put me here to live. That's why when you receive Christ in your life, by the Word it says you've been born again. Now, John 1:14 in the King James says, And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. And we beheld His glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. This is the truth about your life, and the example on how to live your life came by the Word that was made flesh, which was Jesus Christ. Not that you should go off on your own and try to live as He did, but so you can submit your life to His Spirit so that He can live through you. This is why it's important as believers that we establish a relationship with God and His Son through His Word. The relationship is the gift that comes through the grace made available by Jesus Christ. That grace is God's unmerited, undeserved favor. So there's nothing that you did to earn or deserve this. It was God's gift to man so that we could be set free and live the abundant life, live the everlasting life, and see the glory of the Lord. And others could see the glory in our lives of the Lord, and they too might become saved. It's time to get away from the manufactured results in your life based off of what you can do in the natural and begin to see manifestations of the supernatural by your belief in the finished works of Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, with all that's going on in the atmosphere right now, if there was ever a time in the earth to see Jesus as your answer, the time will be right now. And Father, I pray that ears were anointed to hear this morning, hearts were open to receive, Father God. And I pray, Heavenly Father, that Christ be revealed to all men, Heavenly Father, that they all be saved, Heavenly Father. Let us be examples, Heavenly Father, by your Spirit that you've placed in us, Heavenly Father, that we walk and do the things that you have called us to do, Heavenly Father, that you may get the glory and others may see your goodness in our lives, Heavenly Father, and see Christ for themselves. This is the day that you have made, Father God. Let us rejoice and be exceedingly glad in it. We thank you, we give you glory, honor, and praise in Jesus' name. Amen. And I thank you guys for listening this morning. Again, I am Associate Minister Tony Faison here on behalf of Minister J.C. Yarday at Rising Hope Ministries. And remember to go over to our website to hear these daily words of encouragement and so much more. It's so much more than the website, actually. It's an online community for believers and people trying to believe and don't know how to believe. That is www.risinghopeministries.org. And you can also find our Bible studies live every Thursday at 6 p.m. on our Facebook Live page at Rising Hope Ministries, and our recorded Bible study Mondays at 6:30 p.m. again on our Facebook Live at Rising Hope Ministries. We're also streaming on other platforms such as Periscope, YouTube, Instagram, and so many more. Follow all these sites at risinghopeministries.org. We thank you and have a blessed and wonderful day.